In '03, I went shopping for the 4th of July at a local store. I went over to the produce area. And when I walked over, it was fine. But when I came back, my feet and everything just went out from under me. Water was all over the floor, no signs out. So I injured my knee and my back. Well, I had knee surgery from that at first. I went back to work hoping that my back would get better, but it wasn't. So it was interfering with my job. Being a custodian, you got to be able to lift and bend and crawl and all those good things. And I wasn't able to do that. So I went to my doctor and he recommended I have back surgery. Well, I did. I had the surgery and the hardware came loose in my back from the first one. So I had to go back in surgery again. I was wondering how I was going to pay my bills and everything. I was wondering how I was going to have medical attention because generally when you get hurt outside like that in a place have insurance, your insurance don't want to pay. The company called me and they wasn't very nice to me because they were saying they couldn't pay my bills until they investigate was it my fault or was it their fault. So I thought about it. I said, well, I need some legal advice. So I saw Farah Farah and I called them and I told them my situation. It wasn't a good 2 to 3 hours, someone's knocking on my door. And I couldn't believe, I didn't know who it was because I had no idea it was them getting here that quick. And they sent a gentleman out and he was so nice. And he just told me, tell them what happened and everything. And he said, we'll be get back in touch with you. And anyway, they assigned me to Rich Staggart. And when they assigned him to my case, it was like a door just opened up. I didn't have to worry about no medical bills or anything like that because everything was being handled. Plus, when I went to the doctor, he calls the doctor and tell the doctors what's going on. They waived my co-payment. I didn't have to even pay the co-payment or anything. By me going to him and he stepping in, helping me, I wouldn't have never got those results from anyone else. And I can call him. He could be in a deposition. I call and leave a message. When he on lunch break, bam, the phone going to ring. If he's out of town somewhere, he's going to call me back. Everybody there at the firm was real nice and helpful to me. And everybody was really concerned about me. He say, I know you're used to a different lifestyle and I want to try to get that back, because you can't work anymore. And insurance companies, they're really not your friends. And this is why they're not. They're out for themselves. They tried to say that it wasn't their fault at first, and they didn't even pay my first emergency room visit. Flagler started calling me because they say they refused to pay. So that's when I thought, these people is not trying to help me, so I need to try to help myself. At first, when we went to a mediation, they was trying to say it wasn't their fault. Mr. Staggart stood his grounds. He got to admit that it was the sprinkler system that was messing up, and they still tried to say it wasn't, but he got deep down into it and found out where it was clogged up. He got other people that was used to work there to admit that it's been not working. So then they had to go ahead and say, yeah, because he had all that evidence that it was the sprinkler system. And I was just like amazed. He stood right there and he fought for me and, he told me what he was going to do. He did it. He did it. And he say now, when they offer something and I think it's fair, I will tell you it's fair, but it's still up to you to accept it. And if you still don't want to accept it, we're walking in the courtroom. I'm totally happy. I have no regrets at all. I wish I had my health back. Money can't replace your health at all. But like he said, since he can't give me my health back, he's going to try to make me comfortable as he can, for the rest of my life. They treated me with so much respect and dignity. Sometimes I sit here alone and I think about it and I just get teary-eyed because they were so caring. It's no words to describe the feeling that you have. I'm okay now, but I wouldn't have been. If you have someone that care about your situation and is going to fight for you, then you got a good firm. It's going to take a while. It's not an overnight process, so you're going to have patience. And if you got patience, you'll be okay if you get someone like Farah Farah.